Hi Girl Scouts, I'm Sue. I'm with Girl Scouts of Wisconsin Southeast, and we are located in the state of Wisconsin. Today we're going to do step 1 from the Daisy Space Science Explorer badge, where we will learn some facts about the sun and we're going to make a shadow poster. The shadow poster activity will take you about 20 minutes altogether, but you'll see that the time will be broken up into smaller bits and pieces for this activity. The supplies you'll need for this activity are something to draw with. You'll want some sort of small object that will create a shadow outside, so something that has a little bit of height to it. Here's just a few samples that I have, and you'll see when I go outside I'm actually going to use a water bottle for my item. It's very windy today, so I want to make sure my item doesn't blow away. You'll also need a sheet of paper and maybe some tape or some rocks to hold your sheet of paper down so that it doesn't blow away. Like I said, for me today it's going to be really windy outside, so I'm going to use some rocks, I think, to hold my paper down. You'll also want to do this activity on a sunny day because we need to have a shadow. Let's start with a few interesting facts about the sun. Did you know that the sun is a 5 billion year old medium-sized star at the center of our solar system? This is a picture of our solar system. This big orange thing over here, that is the sun. Look how big the sun is in comparison to all of our planets in our solar system. The temperature on the sun's surface is 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That is hotter than Earth's hottest fire. And the sun is not a fire. It's made of hot, glowing gases, so there are no hard surfaces on the sun. The sun provides all the energy and heat that keep us warm and make plants grow. Without the sun's energy and heat, there would be no life on Earth. Have you ever heard the words sunrise and sunset? That's how we describe the sun when it rises in the morning and when it goes down at night. Did you know that the Earth is spinning in space? The Earth does one complete spin every day, and that's why it looks like the sun moves across our sky. Now I have a couple more questions for you. Throughout the day, as the sun seems to move across the sky, what are some things that you notice? What changes? Have you ever noticed how the sun changes your shadow? I did. Sometimes my shadow looks about the same size as me. Other times my shadow makes me look like I'm really, really tall. Today we're going to do an experiment where we're going to guess how our shadows will change as the Earth spins and the sun looks like it's moving across the sky. For our experiment, we are going to make a shadow poster. I'm going to head outside with my supplies. You can bring your supplies and come with me to do the activity together, or you can do the activity after the video, especially if it's not a sunny day outside right now where you live. Welcome to my backyard. So you'll want to start by securing a piece of paper down so it doesn't blow away. And you can see that my object is a little bit bigger, so I actually taped 4 sheets of paper together so I can have a little bit of a bigger poster. And I'm using rocks from my nearby rock garden to secure my paper down. The next thing that you'll want to do is you'll want to place your object near the edge of your paper so the shadow appears on your paper. You can use different kinds of objects. You can use toys. You can see I'm using a Girl Scout water bottle. You could also use really any small object where your shadow appears on your paper. And I'm glad that I taped 4 sheets together because you can see my shadow is actually across 2 of the sheets of paper right now. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to trace the shadow that you see, and then we're going to write the time next to the shadow. So it is about 9 a.m. in the morning right now, and it's kind of chilly. You can see I'm wearing a glove. So I'm just going to trace along the outside of my shadow and write down that it is 9 a.m. What you're going to do now is you're going to leave everything in place and come back to it in a little while. When we come back, we're going to see how our shadow has changed. Do you have any sort of predictions or guesses for what might happen to your shadow? As scientists, it's important to make predictions or guesses and then test our guesses to see if we are right. And then we like to share what we've learned with others. All right, we'll be back in just a bit to see what happens to our shadow. All right, so now it is 10:45 a.m. So it's been about an hour and 45 minutes since I was last outside. Wow, can you see how the shadow has changed on my poster and moved? How cool. I knew that it was going to move. I figured that it would move because I know the sun is moving across the sky, but not only is it moved, it's also a shorter shadow. My other shadow was a lot longer. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace my new shadow and I'm going to write the new time next to my second shadow. If you made a prediction or guess on what your shadow might do after the first drawing, was your prediction correct? If not, what surprised you? For me, what surprised me was that my shadow got shorter. You could do this as many times as you'd like throughout the day. I wonder how much more my shadow would move if I waited less time or more time in between traces. I think if I waited long enough to do my next drawing, my shadow would not even be on my paper anymore. Great job. Did you enjoy making the shadow poster? You could also try making a large size drawing of yourself and using chalk to draw on your driveway. If you do this, just be sure to stand in the same exact place each time you go outside to make another shadow drawing as the sun moves across the sky. You just completed step 1 of the Daisy Space Science Explorer badge. If you are interested in learning more about our sky, you can earn the Daisy Space Explorer badge by completing the other 2 steps, which include observing the moon and meeting the stars. Thanks for learning about space and our sun with me. Be sure to check out our Girl Scouts at Home webpage for other Girl Scout opportunities. And if you're not a Girl Scout and want to join, go to girlscouts.org to learn more. We'll see you next time.